Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. I'm back for another mob battle, and things are going to be interesting. I know I'm going to, over time, do more dimensional boss mobs, and I'm going back to the crazy skeleton, but I also have Gyro from Advent of Ascension. So, yeah, kind of a bit of premiere for Gyro. Partially because I thought he went well with the attack helicopter. So, kind of a similar thing, and I have an Ignibus here. So the crazy skeleton from Cavern 2 will have his work cut out for him. Well, I can't remember if it was Cavern or Cavern 2. Anyhow, he's back from that line of darn lips. He's back from that line of mods by Kagari, so, yeah. Anyhow, I need to, like, okay, let's do a little, game rule here. Let's see. No, that's not it. Apparently I have to put do first for it to switch. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that will keep things from showing up. Anything still here, I need to swat. Okay, Swiss Army Axe, let's go. It deals a lot of damage and has a decently short attack cooldown, so I've designed a good axe. The rest of the pinkies over there should be out of my way. The thing is, this will be a flying... there's one that I missed. This will be a flying mob battle. Swat the block. Even in creative, this hits blocks. It's interesting to know. Just don't want them distracted by pinkies. Because sometimes that will happen with some mobs. They will get distracted by local ones. So let's just rebuild that just ever so slightly, and yeah, that should be fine. But yeah, when this thing got a little replaced, that was kind of funny, especially when it worked out so well. Although the hole in the wall from the Alpha Yeti was a bit of a different story. Anyhow, let's get on with the current mobs, because I have the crazy skeleton, and I can turn it off of peaceful now, and hopefully nothing will spawn in if my mob spawning rule remains perfectly fine. Hello, crazy skeleton. It's been a while. Just saying. I have some interesting things for you to fight, one of which includes an attack helicopter, because you both seem to like barraging like crazy. Okay. Did I hit you? Did I hit you properly with this thing? There we go. I had to make sure. Wow, he took like 10 points of damage in one hit from that. That's 12. He's dealing a lot of damage to the crazy skeleton, but I think it's gonna be way in the crazy skeleton's favor, because he can shoot really fast. However, admittedly, the attack helicopter has more range. If he just completely snipes the crazy skeleton, he might have a chance. Or is this more of an it? Because it's like an automated attack helicopter. It's just the attack helicopter. I don't know if anybody's actually piloting it. Does anybody know if anybody's behind the wheel on this one? Or rather, behind the pilot stick? The area attack really kind of helps the attack helicopter not have to aim that much. Unfortunately for the attack helicopter, the crazy skeleton does have aim, and it's just been swatted. Goodbye. That's just been knocked out of the sky. He still has about 3/4 of his health left, so I might decide to zip into the Ignibus without worrying about a recharge. Although it does make me wonder. Maybe I will recharge him anyhow. Yeah, the mob healer also works on undead. I was wondering about that. Because it is heal, and you know how undead are with heals. So, yeah, just making sure. Okay. Big dragon. Little skeleton that fires a lot. big dragon that loves shooting lots of fires a lot. Might be a lag spike here and there due to extreme projectile spam, so please stand by. He is not dealing nearly as much damage per hit on the Ignibus as he did on the attack helicopter. Just saying. This dragon is tough. I mean, those scales are there for, like, serious business. Although, the roastiness from the Ignibus is pretty intense, too. It's not dealing as much damage over time as the attack helicopter so far, but we'll see by the end of this. Because one of them's going to go down. They're both very barrage heavy. And yes, you can make a crazy skeleton burn. The audio has been a little wiggy ever since I released Gyro earlier for testing. Just saying. It's like his fight automatically makes the audio just go eee. Of course, it could have something to do with some of the other mob bosses. We'll see. Or boss mobs, I should say, rather properly. But still, oh my gosh. Both of them are just savagely blasting each other with their attacks. Huge barrages in both directions, really fast. I was gonna try out Creep versus the Crazy Skeleton, but I don't have a spawn egg. Like, you can use an altar, but I don't know if that works when you're in the wrong dimension, so I don't think that'll be an option right now. But the mod is still being ported, so maybe later. On both accounts, like preferably having a spawn egg. Okay. The roastiness is continuing. How are you progressing? Well, he's down by nearly 200 points. The Ignibus, on the other hand, is about likewise, and has proportionally smaller points to start with. Still, the fact that they're able to deal this much damage to each other indicates that the Ignibus is still quite a worthy fighter, and the Crazy Skeleton is still, well, crazy. Let's face it, it's still the walking Gatlin that it always has been. And the Ignibus knows how to barrage with the best of them. Although in this flooring, to be perfectly fair, I don't think the fire would last that long anyhow, because it is Scorch Fire, and Scorch Fire goes out very fast. Well, I could try a rematch on the bedrock. Okay. Lots of fire, lots of fire. Yes, we know the flaming routine of roast both sides. Okay, he's definitely down by more than 200 points now. The Ignibus is roasting away. But he's getting down to his last quarter of HP. And the skeleton isn't even down by a quarter yet. So, yeah, you can tell which direction this is going. And the Ignibus is about to have a bad day because of a skeleton. Okay, cue the memes. We know how that one's gonna go. Though again, I am thinking of rematch fight on bedrock. Because I'm thinking maybe this surface just isn't as conducive to flames. So, yeah. Man, that shot speed on both of them is just ridiculous. I mean, their firing rate of both of them is just off the chart. And yet I was thinking of unleashing Creep, who fires lots and lots of explosions at a similar rate. Maybe that would not have been particularly good for my game. Even just tracking these two can be a bit tricky. But they're going down to the last moment. Ignibus is finally going down. After taking a pretty good chunk out of the Crazy Skeleton, but still not quite enough. So, yeah. Still, that lasted a pretty good period of time now, didn't it? I mean, seriously, they both just kept on going. The Energizer Bunny fight. Okay, if these guys are around here. Okay, let me just, try, and I mean try, get a rematch in here on the bedrock. See, will the Scorch Fire last any longer? Nah, not really. I was really wanting to see if the Scorch Fire would last longer, to see if he'd kind of walk into it more. But it doesn't look like that's going to be much of the case here. Maybe a little. Maybe just a little bit longer than whenever it was on the stairs. But I wouldn't really call it by much, because Scorch Fire always burns out super fast. It's part of its whole thing. Like, you shoot it at a tree, it ironically might not burn down the forest for a change. Even though it's called Scorch Fire. It just burns hot and fast. And for that matter, it tends to debuff the target a bit. And that Pinky was just in the worst position. Okay, so maybe me smacking all Pinkies out of the way might have been a little overkill for ensuring the purity of the fight, because they're both strong enough to just obliterate them in, like, moments. Okay. But again, I'm thinking maybe in this round 2 here, at least that little extra fire time might help the Ignibus take a bigger chunk out of the crazy skeleton. Maybe. I mean, he does have to walk through the fire. And it is Scorch Fire. But it's just that the crazy skeleton is just kind of the more persistent barrage enthusiast, shall we say. So, yeah. Then again, I don't know. They're both going at it particularly frequently. They tend to be barraging each other at about the same time. Which is kind of funny when you think about it. That they have actually about the same aggression rate. And note that you can, in fact, use an Ignibus as a mount and use it in battle against your enemies. So this is actually kind of an accurate test, because you can actually change their aggression in the settings now in Like Knights. So you could cause an Ignibus to just go for everything, including bosses. So this could happen without me using the magic stick. Still, it's impressive to watch. So round 2, let's see how much more you take out. You're making some progress. Okay. This time, the Crazy Skeleton is down by more than 200 points, and the Ignibus isn't quite down by 200 yet. So I think it is doing a bit better with the bedrock helping out. But even then, Scorch Fire just doesn't last long. So I think even this improved version is still going to be just way too biased against the Ignibus. Because the Crazy Skeleton is just super wacky with those shots. I'm trying to think if there's any other good barragers in this version that's, like, seriously big. Well, I know that Asmodeus is, but he's got an invulnerability phase that would be very difficult for them to get past. Where you have to fight the right mob, so I don't know if... Well, I guess I could guide them through it at some point. So that might be a future thing, is try to guide the Crazy Skeleton through an Asmodeus fight. Probably not this round. I mean, Asmodeus does have an absolute ton of HP. So guiding him through it would be interesting. And definitely something for Minecraft mob battle science. Like, can you get a Crazy Skeleton to defeat an Asmodeus? But again, it would have to be very guided, so it wouldn't be quite like if you actually did it in survival. It would be just kind of a, just for checking it out, to see if it was theoretically possible. Like, if they had the AI for it, to recognize what was shielding Asmodeus, could one of them theoretically defeat him? So you'd be guiding them along the way, and seeing if, like, maybe if they were smart enough to figure that out, would it work? There's an interesting idea. Meanwhile, super barrage in both directions again. Okay, now the crazy skeleton's down pretty far in HP, and might actually be down by. Nope. Spoke too soon. The Ignibus is definitely on his last quarter, and I don't think he's going to get the crazy skeleton down to hit, by so much as a quarter this time either. So we're still in the same situation. The numbers are looking a little bit better, but only marginally. So Scorch Fire, you just go out way too fast. At least for the Ignibus to roast a crazy skeleton, anyhow. Other uses, again, it's actually kind of a good thing it doesn't last that long, because you can't burn down a forest very easily. But everything else is just getting just blasted. Collateral damage on that poor Pinky. It's like, hey, what just happened? So this is why I usually clear the field of most other mobs. However, I don't think it's strictly necessary this time, because I have shown that they can just wreck them on their own and, like, not even care. At least between these two. Of course, they are particularly powerful. The Ignibus is about to go down, however, despite that. Okay, the Ignibus is down. The crazy skeleton still wasn't down by so much as 25% this time. Just a little too strong. Where was that mob? I needed something slightly differently to take care of this. Is it mob killer? Yeah. Yeah, just to know that's a creative only thing. All these are creative only, and they're only meant to do mob battles with. So, this mod is specifically meant for moments like these. There's the arena. Arising out of the murk of the nether, we have the arena. Okay, and nothing has spawned in here this time, so that's good to know. That it's actually working that way. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, now to unleash Gyro. Trust me, this guy's name is accurate, being the final act. 2,500 HP, the post-combat world, post-combat update world, I should say. And, tons of... Okay, you're being evasive because you just aren't really feeling it right now. But yeah, I was going to say, also has tons of attacks, similarly to this guy. So let the mutual barraging begin. They both have a lot of range. But I think, again, Gyro has more range. So, between the attack Between the attack helicopter and Gyro, they both have more range than this guy in terms of effective range. But they both can at least lock onto each other from extreme range. So, they both will seriously try. And this guy's got just an insane rate of fire no matter what. You may notice that even the sound effects get a little wonky whenever Gyro's involved. So just saying. Oh, that is like an arrow fountain. That looks cool. It's like, yeah, I just have this nice mountain fountain made of arrows. He's just spraying around. Say hi, I'm spraying for pests. I'm calling this clown a pest. So, gyro removal. At least he's trying to. He's a good jobber. He's really going for it. Gyro is already, well, he's not down really that hard this time. Okay, now that's just mauling into them. They're just blasting each other fast. Gyro does not have as fast of a rate of attack, but he deals more damage, because he's been dealing 5 per hit, and the Crazy Skeleton has been dealing like 1 or 2, but dealing it insanely quickly. So, in terms of rate of damage, I'm not sure which one is really dealing it faster. I might have to give it to the... well, let me see here. He's down by nearly 400. He's down by close to 200, but not quite. Okay, so faster rate of damage overall is still Gyro. However, you can see that it wouldn't take many Crazy Skeletons to take out Gyro. Because they really go for it. So who's stronger in terms of attack speed? Sheer speed, we've got the Crazy Skeleton, because he's hilariously fast. Overall DPS is going to Gyro, as he is dealing 5 damage very consistently in terms of his rate. He's also a much better shot. I've been noticing that the bigger thing about Gyro isn't so much his fire rate, but his accuracy. He's been able to consistently hit his target. And the Crazy Skeleton, on the other hand, is a crazy shooter. I mean, he tries to aim, but at the same time, he just misses with so many shots by comparison. So if you want to go with an accuracy contest, Gyro certainly wins. And in terms of HP, Gyro does have like a 500-point advantage right off the start. But right now, the Crazy Skeleton is just shoved him into a wall for a while. It's like, hey, you just stay over there. However, Gyro has escaped. At least the arrows dissipate quickly after they land. Otherwise, you'd get so much arrow lag. Gyro's down by he's not quite down by his first 500 yet. But the Crazy Skeleton's about halfway. So, hey! What do I have a... do I have a gravity gun in this instance? Yes, I do. Just trying to remember if I did, because this is why I keep a gravity gun in instances like this. It's just for pulling things around whenever they get a little out. Gyro, you really are very evasive. Okay, maybe I should use attack shoves to force him out. Is he immune to gravity gun? Nope. I managed to shove him. There we go. Well, I couldn't grab him, but I could shove him. Oh well, whatever works. I just don't want him to stray too far out of the arena, because they have to still have firing solution on each other. Uh-oh. I think the Crazy Skeleton despawned, because he got out of the way. Yeah, he went like too far out, and the Crazy Skeleton despawned. So that's what happened there. So let's try that again. Okay, Gyro. Let's see if I can tag you first, because you're going to be harder to snag here. There we go. So let's try that again. Man, he's way farther up in the air this time. As long as he doesn't go out of the arena, I will permit it to go as it is. But if he goes out of bounds, that's a whole other story. So I was wanting to see what their final numbers were whenever the whole thing stopped. And whenever you have the Crazy Skeleton just despawn on you like that, you're going, it kind of interrupts that purpose. So, let's try this again. But again, I think I'm going with my assessment that the Crazy Skeleton has the higher rate of fire. Gyro has better accuracy. He also has better damage per shot. And he does have an HP advantage. So overall, he just has better stats. Although you gotta admit, just the sheer cool factor of how the arrows shoot that insanely quickly from the Crazy Skeleton is always just its own thing. Because it's like he's a machine gun that's a bow at the same time. So you just see crazy amounts of arrows. I mean, he is the Crazy Skeleton. It wouldn't be the same if he was the just awesome skeleton. Oh, he's Crazy Skeleton. Gyro is being super smart this time. He's staying outside the attack range. Like, really smart. Like, he's going, nope, nope. I'm just staying out of this. Although, that does mean the Crazy Skeleton finally got out of his effective attack range. Because now he's too inaccurate at this distance to really hit the Crazy Skeleton either. Huh. Finally found a circumstance where Gyro couldn't hit his target. He really does start losing accuracy against a moving target if it's far enough away. So he doesn't have ultimate sniping power. Just fairly good sniping power. Interesting. Well, Gyro, you've certainly proven that part. I might decide to take things back a bit. What? Nope, never mind. Gyro decided to finally join the party by actually getting close enough to attempt to hit his target again. And he did. And he did. So I was about to shove Gyro back down, and he decided to do it himself. So he's like, yeah, don't worry, I got this. Because we're getting nowhere at this distance. Tiny lips. Yeah, he realized that they were too far away to mutually do anything. Up, now he's trying it again. And he's teasing, trying to go too far. But then again, if I go too far, I'll despawn the Crazy Skeleton. Paradox. Can I grab it? Yeah! Where'd he go? Nope, no out of bounds for you. No out of bounds. Gonna have to push you back. Oh, this is a trick. Is this really a practical fight? I thought I had it working before. There we go. That repositioned things quickly. Why is this Gyro so much more snipery than the last one? I don't, or for that matter, the one before. By the way, quick note: Crazy Skeleton cannot hurt himself with his own arrows, no matter how much they rain on his own head. Okay, cut that out. Cut that. Although if he despawns this time, I'll call it a technical draw. Hey, you're below the horizon. Let me see if I can snag this guy this time. Is he flying in on his own? Come on, you. If I can't grab you, I can still throw you. Okay. Crazy Skeleton decided to come out on his own. Thinking, you know, you can't get away from me because there's a hole in the wall. I can just walk. Well, at least Gyro decided to try to skip out on exactly the right part of the wall. This is exactly the right side of the arena. This is definitely taking things outside. It's like, would you like to take your business outside? Yes, please. That's exactly what they were thinking. Meanwhile, I'm just having a bath of arrows. It's more of a shower. You know, when you two get this far enough away, it doesn't work for either of you. Okay, maybe Gyro is more aggressive than I first thought, because now he's gunning at Pinkies. Maybe I'm not entirely sure what set that off. I just know that it did. How? Gyro's still making just way more progress. But that's not the thing. It's that I want them close enough together where they can actually hit each other. Come on, line up the shot to push Gyro towards them. Kinda worked. He's just too far away to hit each other. Okay, well now they are getting close enough together. But did the crazy skeleton forget because something else got in the way? That can happen. I think that happened. I think something else set off his aggro, like one of these pinkies. So I should have probably cleared them from further away. Didn't mean to do that. Here we go. Because if he hits another... If another creature attacks him in between, he might forget his aggro on Gyro. They have to keep attacking each other because the crazy skeleton is undead, and that little rule still applies even after you've initially set them off. But they'll forget their aggro after a while if they're not going up against a living creature. Of course, it might be the whole boss rule instead. There's something about this aggro that doesn't work out quite the way that it should, and I have to keep reminding them. Come on. That they're fighting. There we go. This one might be a little trickier than I first thought. But Gyro still clearly has an advantage. I might have to just call this one. Although, what's Gyro's HP at? Oh, he still has an absolute ton. And he is managing to hit again. He just has so much better snipe. And right now, they're out in the open where the range advantage is definitely coming in. But he did kind of walk into that barrage. Well, fly into it. Up, here we go with that whole thing again. Ashen Pinky, you just don't stand a chance. So you're dealing a considerable amount of damage. Gyro, please get closer. This guy is hard to hit with this thing. Just saying. There, got it. Okay, he just snipes from way too far away. I mean, they can hit each other, but it's just way too biased. I mean, 500 extra health, way more accuracy, and considerably more in a well, maybe not considerably, but a definite improvement of range. So, I mean, they're both good range fighters, yeah, but I think Gyro is just better at it. Well, then again, I say that, and then he walks right, or again, flies right into an arrow barrage. And now is getting just mauled by it. I mean, seriously mauled by it. Because I can certainly say the crazy skeleton is getting mauled. At this distance, they both just blast each other. Okay. But yeah, they took it way outside. I'm not even, you know, can I even see the arena from here? Out of curiosity. Not really. Okay, that shows how far out this went. You get a little closer to this guy, please. Can I not push? Oh, there we go. There we go. That's nice. And being close range just makes things happen a bit quicker, so I'd say that would probably give Gyro the edge with his accuracy and damage output. So, yeah, I think overall Gyro just wins. But it takes a while, because both of them don't really deal heavy damage to each other with each hit, because they both have a large health pool. So, yeah. Oh, now they're really nailing each other. Hey, I see my arena again. Okay. The crazy skeleton is finally getting low. But can he take at least 500 points off of Gyro by the time he's out? Maybe. He's hitting him really, really impressively for a moment there. Still going at it. But will it be enough to claim that minimum 500 points is saying they took off at least a fifth of his HP and was thus significant against him? Maybe. Again, those numbers are adding up really fast. Because the crazy skeleton is an incredibly fast shot. How low is he? Oh, he's almost on his last 100. I'd say, factoring in some interference that happened along the way, that probably a little estimating there that the crazy skeleton could have got his HP down that far. Yeah, the crazy skeleton's now down. But yeah, I think with that 85-point margin left between like him and losing at least 500 points, that if it hadn't been for having to reset the AI a few times with pinky interference, it probably would have taken him down by at least 500. But still, Gyro is just so much better of a fighter, apparently. So he'll be coming back. Not entirely sure what all against, but I know he'll be coming back. I'm actually kind of curious about some other really big mobs in this version. Maybe Chigorth the Dread Beast, or maybe on later. Maybe even against a Chaos Dragon, aka Chaos Guardian. That would be interesting. Of course, with Chaos Guardian's protections, I think it would be different in their natural environment. So, that might work. And yeah, they got so far out that, whew, I was gonna say, for a while there, I thought I'd lost my arena completely. But no, I was able to find it back, so we're still good. Still be able to be back to this version a few times. So that helps. For now, I guess I'll be logging out. It was interesting seeing what all the crazy skeleton did well against and what not this round. Pretty good against Attack Helicopter and Ignibus, but Gyro is definitely the better Barrage Titan here. So that's going to be something interesting to see more of in the future. For now, this has been Glitch Reaper. I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later. Bye for now, everybody, and remember, there will be more mob battles.